What's up, everyone? I'm Ashley Smashley, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to break obsessive thinking. If you are new here, you're going to want to smash that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment below because your girl is going to blow up. And everyone that has been with me through these early years, I'm telling you, the most abundant blessings are coming your way. And this video request comes from one of those people. My girl Misty left a comment asking for a video request on how to break obsessive thinking and bad habits. And I'm going to split that up into two videos. Today's video is going to be on how to break obsessive thinking. But before we get into the video, I want to tell you about my girl Misty and the crazy manifestation story. First of all, shout out to Misty. I've known her since I was 13 years old. We met in school and we've kept in contact as adults. She let me use her beach house in Michigan like it was my own. And when I came back from my California trip, my West Coast trip, I had nowhere to go and my car had broken down. I had nothing. And she let me stay at her beach house for free until I figured it out. And while I was at that beach house, I didn't get service there. So I had deactivated my Facebook and everything. I was like, you know what? I have no idea what's next for me. I have no car. I have nowhere to live, but I'm just going to tune in and trust that whatever's next is going to appear, right? So anyway, I'm in the beach house. I found one spot in the house that I got enough cell service to check messages and stuff. So I logged back into my Facebook and there it was. There was a post, one of the first posts in my feed. My old coworker needed someone to sublease her apartment for $1,300 a month for about 4 months to finish out her lease. Well, I only had $1,000. So anyway, I hit her up and I was like, look, I'm looking for somewhere to stay, but I can only do $1,000 a month. And she was totally fine with that because she was going to have to pay the rent anyway, right? So she let me move in with just $1,000 and I paid her $1,000 a month for the rest of the summer until I moved back to Florida. But yeah, so I manifested an apartment just like that with no money, no credit check, no deposit, no nothing, all that crap that you need to move in somewhere. Nope, didn't need it because I trusted that the divine would lead me to what was next for me. And I logged back into my Facebook, even though I was planning on not to. I just received the divine guidance to check Facebook, and there it was. And another part of the story, I didn't have a car, right? But my very dear friend Lisa, who has also abundantly blessed me along my journey and has always been there for me to be such a supportive friend, she had the opportunity months before to buy this SUV for $300. Okay. And she's like, I don't really need this car, but I'm going to buy it anyway because it's only $300. Right. And then when I moved back and my car broke down, she's like, oh, now I know why I bought the SUV. It was for you. She let me use the SUV like it was my own that whole summer. So, yes, the crazy manifestation story. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you to my old coworker for all the abundant blessings along my journey. Yes, I will be coming back for you. If you have been supporting me along my journey, you can expect I'm going to make it rain on you hoes, okay? Yes. All right. Now let's get into the video. How to break obsessive thinking. And this is perfect because I'm actually need to do this myself right now. So obsessive thinking, when you can't stop thinking about whatever it is, a person, place, something that happened, right? Pull yourself into the present moment and focus on what you're doing. If you realize you're caught ruminating, pull yourself into the present moment. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you smell? And just focus on the present moment. And you can break that spell. It takes practice. I don't want to tell you it takes practice, but if it's not working for you instantly, keep practicing. You'll be able to pull yourself back into the present moment, okay? And break the chain of obsessive thinking. But I have a bunch of techniques that you can use as well. And one of those is the park bench technique. And you can do this at home, or you can actually go to the park and sit on a park bench and pretend that your thoughts are just little characters walking in front of you. Oh, there goes. There goes. Oh, my boyfriend cheated on me. Oh, just watching it from a place of non-judgment, just observing your thoughts as they walk by. It's a fun little game you can play, and it pulls you out of the rumination and makes you the awareness of the thought. You can pull your consciousness out of the identity of the character and become the awareness of the character, the awareness of the thoughts, the awareness of the mind. We must understand that the mind is just an aspect of human consciousness, but through our human consciousness, we identify with our thoughts. So there are a few videos that I've already made on my channel that I think will be helpful for this topic as well. One of them being 4 things keeping you stuck in human consciousness. Caffeine intake is a big one. If your body is in a state of fight or flight, you're going to be stuck in human consciousness. You're going to be stuck in the mind. Being sleep deprived, yes, you need to get adequate sleep to be able to have more control of your mind. This is a big one, okay? How much content are you consuming through your eyes and your ears? The more you are giving your body, your subconscious mind, information to process, everything we take in is data for the mind to process. So if you're constantly listening to things and constantly watching things, all of that information is being processed. It's going to keep your subconscious mind and your conscious mind busy. Busy, 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 because you're giving it too much data to process. So, taking time to meditate, quieting the mind, practicing pulling yourself out of human consciousness and becoming the observer of your thoughts. And there are a couple more videos on how to meditate that I made years ago. I will link those down below, but they're full of valuable tips that will help you with your practice of pulling yourself out of human consciousness and stop identifying with your mind, stop identifying with your thoughts. If you want to stop obsessively thinking, it's going to take a little effort on your part to put in the work to train your mind. Train your mind, especially if you're doing something habitual where you don't need to use your conscious mind and focus. That's the best time to dwell in the state of the wish fulfilled, to ruminate on the feelings that you would want to feel, or thinking thoughts that you would think as your future self in that life where you're living. What thoughts would that character be thinking, right? Now you're ruminating. Oh, you know what? Instead of obsessively thinking about what is going wrong or that bad thing that person did to me, switch your thought to a thought that your future self, your ideal self would be thinking. And that's another technique that you can use, the quick switch technique. Have a pre-planned thought that you want to be thinking, that your future self would be thinking, your most ideal self would be thinking this thought, right? Putting in thoughts of gratitude for a new life, something, create your ideal thought from your ideal future self. And anytime you catch yourself ruminating, switch to the ideal thought and start obsessively thinking that. Okay, this takes training. We can train the mind, we can train our minds. You just have to put in a little effort and start implementing these small things. Meditating, quieting the mind, stop consuming so much content, flipping your thoughts, watching your thoughts, becoming the observer of your thoughts. And if you watch these videos and you implement what I'm talking about, genuinely implement it, you will be able to break your obsessive thinking. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. So I was editing this video and I just wanted to add, thank you so much, Misty, for your constant support on my content. You have been subscribed, liking, commenting, and following me since day one. And I will be forever grateful for your support on my channel.